Some good games this week. Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, that's fun.
2-0 Chargers, 1-1 Broncos. Very close to be. This should have been 2-0 versus 2-0 if you're a Denver fan. You're one leverage play away from this being a battle for first place.
Yeah,
in
that
the
would be
AFC
some impressive
West.
billing, all right.
If the Chargers win, they'll have a temporary, at least 2.5 game lead over the Chiefs.
Insurmountable.
Yeah, I said temporary, not insurmountable. Chargers favored by 2.5 here. Over under 45.5. Sunday 4:05. A 4:05, not even a 4:25 start for this game. What are they doing?
Story of the defenses, I think. You've
Yeah.
got absolutely insane, dominant pass rushing, sack artist type of defense in Denver, and then you've got this stifling, suffocating, defense with the Chargers that just kills anything deep down the field. Almost pushes Bo Nix back into early rookie Bo Nix, where he averaged at the target was like 5 yards, and he was scrambling for all the positive yardage. This is going to be a pretty interesting battle of defenses, I think.
The Chargers have that kind of defense. This happens all the time. When I look at defenses, sometimes you have the pass rush dictating the action, making things easier for the back seven. Sometimes you have the pass rush is okay, but the back seven just does such a good job of not allowing passing windows, not allowing big plays. I feel like this version is the latter, which is the Chargers back seven, keeping the top on the defense, not allowing big plays, not allowing a lot of open windows. It's so fascinating watching teams week to week sometimes when with bad defenses, it feels like they're playing with 9 guys sometimes. It's like, how are these players wide open? The first completion the Packers had last Thursday night, big completion against Washington. Tucker Kraft ran straight and no one covered him. And he had like a 57-yarder or whatever. And then you play a team like the Chargers, and it's like there is someone within 2 steps of every single pass. There's always a couple in there. There's a couple freebies, but not many. And so that's how the Chargers are playing right now. It's not a dominant pass rush up front. It's just the way Jesse Minter has the back seven playing and not giving up big plays and contesting every throw, working downhill, making tackles. They're playing it extremely well. I think that's going to be a challenge for this Denver offense. I think it's going to be a big challenge moving the ball through the air against the Chargers. They're going to need the run game. They're going to need their week 1 run game where they had a couple big runs in there. They're going to need a few of those.
Going to need Troy Franklin. That's what you're going to need.
And they need Troy Franklin. I saw our friend Josh Norris. I don't know if when he does this, I can't tell if this is him saying, I'm not a Troy Franklin fan. But he was like, he had 7 catches, and it was like 3 were schemed up, and this was a busted coverage, and this was a scramble drill.
You look through his sort of real.
Oh, I know. It's reality, but I can't tell if Josh is being like, this is fool's gold, not so much a breakout. And it's the right way to analyze these things, right? Like we use target share and target rate and all these different things, especially from a fantasy perspective. But if it's, like 6 scramble drills, it's like that's not sustainable. That's not the offense running through that guy.
Yeah, but I mean, even during his rookie season where everything was bad, he was open a lot. I don't know if it's weird witchcraft or whatever it is, but the guy does seem to be open regularly. Whether or not he's winning to get open or not, he is consistently open without anybody near him. And that's something, that they should exploit more.
See if he can get behind this Chargers defense. So it's a great matchup. I think Denver's going to have to get the run game going. It's just it's a slow, inconsistent start for Bo Nix, which is a similar start to last year. But it made more sense last year as a rookie finding his way. And then, by the end of the season, there was a lot of optimism. He had the 4-touchdown game against Kansas City's backups, and, things were better. But, Bo Nix has to play better, man.
Nick Benito going up against Joe Alt.
Love that matchup.
Pretty fun one-on-one matchup. Joe Alt just looked like one of the best left tackles in the NFL through 2 weeks. I mean, he looked like one of the best right tackles in the NFL when he was on that side as a rookie. So that will be pretty fun to see if Benito, who's been really, really good as a pass rusher, can get any joy out of him. And
then just overall, the Chargers missing Khalil Mack now. He had that rough injury. If you guys were up late Monday Night Football watching him, dislocated elbow, I believe it was. He was holding his wrist, but his elbow.
Coming back, and they put him on IR, but he's basically coming back, I think, after the IR.
They kept showing the replay. It looked like a broken arm to me.
Which they never normally do.
They just kept going back to it.
It's like we're not going to show you this because it looks nasty. That one, it's like, let's watch his arm snap sideways because why not?
It was awful. By the way, just for Bo Nix, last year was the time early in the season, he had week 1, 138 yards on 42 attempts. Then week 2 had some struggles against the Steelers. Had 4 picks through 2 games last year. And then in week 3 shows up at Tampa Bay in a game where there's no way the Broncos are going to beat the Bucs, and they did. And Bo Nix had like his breakout game. Like, hey, I can play here. So you don't know. Like when you look at 2-week trends, is my point. Like it doesn't really matter going into week 3. So he could play well, but it's a challenging week 3 game for a guy like Nix that's been so inconsistent. Hey guys, real quick, only 40% of our viewers are actually subscribed, so let's change that. Hit that subscribe button, and now let's get back to the action.
I do wonder if he's going to lean on his scrambling, though, a lot more in this game. I mean, number one, that tends to be where he goes when he's in trouble, like lean back on that, and that's where we can get some positive play. Number 2, I think the Chargers are inviting you to do that a bit. Mahomes did that, in week 1 when he was struggling against this defense.
It's also where the Chargers are usually good. Like I highlight this all the time. They do a lot of the add-on rusher stuff where they kind of invite you to see a rushing lane and then condense it. They do a really good job usually of containing scrambling quarterbacks. They didn't against Mahomes in week 1, though.
And if you do have a quarterback that's athletic with a good feel for this kind of thing, they are going to let you do that a bit. So you might be able to have some joy there, but they are good at preparing for it.
And then the other side of the ball, like the Broncos pass rush is still legit. I don't know. The Chargers' offensive line beyond Alt, there's some questions there. So I think the Broncos can get some pressure. But the Chargers' offense, the pass game in particular, we talked about on the recap show, this Quentin Johnston's been deep threat, shallow crosses. Great. Fits his skill set extremely well. Keenan Allen's been the possession guy, and Ladd McConkey can do it all, win at all levels of the field, especially the intermediate level. They have answers with their top 3 receivers right now. So and Herbert's just playing really good football. He had one awful decision in there that didn't come back to bite, where he just kind of panicked under pressure. Other than that, I think he's done a good job taking care of the ball, using his legs when needed. This could be a game where the pass rush could get there, and it's going to be Herbert creating, and he's looked fast. I mean, people forget when he's healthy, he's really fast and just outruns contain sometimes, as he did against the Chiefs to finish that game in week 1. So this could be a game with Herbert's legs have to come into play as well.
Definitely. I mean, his scrambling has been pretty impressive. He is so much more athletic, I think, than people give him credit for. It's really, from the moment he's come into the NFL, he consistently has been that guy that surprises every time you see him with how impressive his physical traits are, even for a guy who you knew he had impressive physical traits coming in. But like, remember his first couple of years in the NFL, it was jarring how much further the ball would fly than you think it should based off the time he's throwing. Like that
RPMs and carry
for
Herbert.
Carry with the ball, and then his actual speed when he takes off and what he can do. Like, he is a healthy Justin Herbert, I think, is putting himself in that group of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
It's a good start to the season for our boss, Mike Tannenbaum, and some of his quarterback convictions. He had the Jordan Love MVP take on TV, and he is a huge Justin Herbert fan. So Herbert and Love, we need a Chargers-Packers Super Bowl for Mike. Justification.
We mentioned the Nick Bonito-Joe Alt matchup. NGS, according to NGS, Nick Bonito leads the league with 15 total pressures, and Joe Alt has allowed the lowest pressure rate among all tackles this season.
Love it.
So number 1 versus number 1.
It's a great matchup. It should be 425, not 405. It shouldn't be this, hey, I got the ones are finishing, and I got to make sure that this game's on. It shouldn't have to do that with this AFC West matchup.
And that's one of those ones where a lot of times, the pass rusher moves all over the place. Nick Bonito generally plays on the left tackle basically the entire time. So they are going to match up pretty much the entire game.
Was there one other thing I wanted to add on this? I don't remember.
Who knows?
I love the AFC West this year, by the way, though. I mean, Pete Carroll and the Raiders. Now you've got Jim Harbaugh and Sean Payton going at it. It's a lot of fun, that whole division. Chargers have a chance to really make another statement. So we've done like this. What are the implications here? Chargers' 3rd straight division game. This is their chance to defeat the Chiefs, Raiders, and Broncos.
If they
every division rival.
If they win this game and look reasonable doing it, this is a game where the Chargers can say we are an elite contender right now. Like, we are one of the teams to beat this season. If Green Bay does the same thing, I think they could do it. Philadelphia, same. If they have a resounding win, they can say, look, we're still the Super Bowl champions. But, like, people I think are going to take some time to come around to the idea that the Chargers are, like, elite. This is the type of game that could put them there pretty publicly.
Little minor storyline, too. A lot of people mocked Amarian Hampton to Denver with their running back need in the first round. Hampton, of course, with the Chargers. Broncos got R.J. Harvey in the second round. See if the rookie running backs play a factor.
And do they put Amarian Hampton in the doghouse a bit for fumbling? Even though it was, it was his fault, but like
it was. I thought it was a better game from him though, running hard, finishing plays.
I think it would be a mistake to do that, but it's the kind of thing that happens sometimes.
2 mistakes in 2 weeks for Hampton, running out of bounds before the half against the Chiefs, and then the fumble. But I love the way he ran. I think he adds a little something, a little juice to the offense out of the backfield. All right, man. Chargers by 2.5.
Chargers win and cover.
Same, taking the Chargers to win and cover, and Harry's going to take Denver to win this one, or at least cover the 2.5.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
Check the Mic is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.
And the all-knowing algorithm is convinced you'll also like these videos, and who are we to argue?